Recorded Books and One Click Digital present Watch Out for the Big Girls 2 by J. M. Benjamin. Narrated by Mirron Willis. Prologue. The Birth of Queen Femme and the G-Files. 1989. 25-year-old Carlita Banks sat in front of her bedroom mirror, teary-eyed, stroking her shoulder-length, dark, wavy hair, after she had applied a little eyeliner and lip gloss to her natural beauty. It was unlike the heavy makeup she once wore. Just a year ago, she stood in front of a rest stop's filthy bathroom mirror somewhere outside of Los Angeles, California, resembling a sad clown's face, with tear-filled eyes and runny makeup, looking a hot mess. She found herself there after a well-known and powerful figure in the political world had forced himself on her. That was during a charity event she had managed to sneak into in an attempt to work the crowd. She trembled at the thought of it, as her mind drifted back in time. After the rape, his threat to have her killed if he ever saw her face again was enough for her to flee the city of L.A. and return to her hometown. Now, here it was. Her tears of sorrow were replaced with tears of joy. She never thought what she had felt was possible. A huge grin appeared across Carlita's face at the thought. She would have never imagined in a million years that one person could ever make her feel so happy and alive, especially after all she had been through. But the man whose car she reluctantly got into that same day a year ago, as she stood on the side of the road with her thumb out, proved her wrong. Carlita turned and checked the time on her wall clock. It read 10:35. Within the year she had known him, she had learned that he was a stickler about time. It was his pet peeve. She knew she had to be dressed and ready to go in the next 55 minutes. She sprayed herself with his favorite perfume, and then stood and made her way over toward her bed. She laid her eggshell white evening gown out. Neatly, she then placed on the diamond-studded, key-shaped medallion, dangling from a necklace that had arrived earlier. She smiled as the words on the note illuminated in her mind for the umpteenth time. This is the key to my heart. You've earned it. I want you looking special for when I ask you something special later this evening. Butterflies filled her stomach, and her heart skipped a beat each time she replayed the words in her head. 40 minutes later, Carlita stood in front of her living room's wall mirror, looking like $1,000,000. She ran her hands down the sides of her protruding hips and her midriff, as if she were smoothing out some last-minute wrinkles in her dress. The new 10 pounds she had added to her once 135-pound frame went in all the right places. She stood breathtaking at 5'6". The 6-inch sling-back stilettos she wore boosted her natural fun-size height of 5 feet. They also enhanced the arch in her back. The tops of her breasts fluffed up perfectly in her dress. It gave her the look of a black stallion. The diamonds in her medallion sparkled in the mirror as it rested just above Carlita's cleavage. The phrase, "one person's trash is another's treasure," came to her mind. At that moment, Carlita felt like a real-life Cinderella, because 12 months ago she had nothing. She was living a dangerous lifestyle out of cheap motels, working the casinos and clubs from California to Las Vegas for scores, and she allowed men to use and abuse her for money to survive. Now, she was in love with a powerful man who made her feel safe and gave her everything her heart desired. She couldn't see herself wanting any other man in her life, or another man touching her ever again. The sound of his car's engine outside her door caused Carlita's heart to skip a beat. It was
Sample complete. Ready to continue?